Not getting up, Mayor.
Well, speak in the microphone so I can hear you, Mr. Simcox.
Okay, this primarily is, I'm going to try my best to read this, and I get a little emotional when I go over some of these issues because I'm a taxpayer and I'm concerned about our city. But Mr. Souza may not have pronounced that just correctly, and I'm not concerned about how to say it, but I think you'll know who I'm speaking to. But Mr. Souza, you are my elected official. These comments are directed to you, sir. During my many visits to the city council meetings, I have observed that 90% of your actions and votes are in a negative mode, especially for a city such as ours, struggling to be effective and attracting new industries or just trying to get by in general. During your short tenure as a city council member, these are just a few concerns many of your taxpayers have expressed to me in watching our city fall apart. I've written some other things in here, and I've given those to Mr. Young so he can pass them out if you'd like to, or get something distributed if you'd like. Why did Volkswagen, these are what these people have asked me, and they do it daily. I just happen to be a taxpayer and not a tax collector. Why did Volkswagen move to Roane County? That's a question you need to help us answer. Why did the recent Westall project move to Cookville? You've got a lot of the information, you've been to the meetings. Why are existing plants considering moving to Cookville and other locations? Why has our 75-year-old hospital struggled so in the last few years? This is all tying into what people perceive our city doing. Next one, which has nothing to do with what we can do, but it's what's perception, and that's what will kill us. Why is our education system on 73% free and reduced lunches? Why can we not even build an infrastructure street without the fighting of stopping and starting and stopping and starting? Why is a proven effective 60-acre unique home in development, you know which one I'm talking about, with a tax value of $40 million being perceived as trailer trash? Now, you've answered that, and that's perception. We shouldn't even be discussing that. We should be welcoming people to pay their taxes and do what we can do to grow. Why is our economically sound sister community, Fairfield Glade, willing to pay thousands of dollars just to seek incorporation, just to get away from you? Why is our city being perceived as a cartoon script with these words: distrust, doubt, deception, and dishonesty? Mr. Souza, it has been reported that you have done mountains of research, spent large sums of your own money, called on special city staff to participate in research. You have asked for legal services from the local district attorney. You have asked the TBI to investigate and research your personal perceptions. And now for the past 6 months, you have involved the state comptroller's office with these allegations. And I state here, Mr. Souza, we think maybe this could be you're the problem of some of these things. Do you not, I do not know, now this is getting into another situation, I do not know your experience in war, but in my war, these words like distrust, doubt, deception, dishonesty, and a lack of leadership gets good men killed and missions to fail. And you're a Vietnam soldier, you understand exactly what I'm
I
saying.
never was a soldier, I was a Marine.
That's, hey,
That's a
All right.
you got another, this is a question to you, sir. As a city official, will you please respond? That's what we're saying, please respond after all these months. Will you please respond to your March the 11th, 2014 quote? If all higher up authorities concur with the grand jury, I will resign. That's my statements up to this point, Mr. Mayor. And these are concerns that a lot of folks have. Now, you gave me at the end of the day, people are tired, I'm disgusted, I'm not pleased with the way the city is going on some issues, and I don't appreciate the elected officials doing what they, same way with me and my elected thing. If you don't like what I'm doing, people call on me every day. But Mr. Souza, at this point, I'm pointing my finger to you, sir.
Of course you are. Okay, given your juvenile behavior in your office, when I was down there to see you to help that thing, it's apparent that we have personal enemies. And as far as I'm concerned, you're persona non grata with me, period. As far as the investigations are concerned, you can bet that that never died. And that's all I've got to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simcox.
And Mr. Simcox, did you come up with all this on your own, or did somebody pulling your strings to do this? Because I don't understand.
Mr. Curley, let me advise you.
I'm talking, sir.
No, he let me
No,
talk.
I'm
No,
talking.
you asked it.
Mayor,
I'm not finished
No one
talking.
needs to write my script.
Just a
Mr.
minute.
Crowley,
He's not gonna be
this is
silenced.
not-
This
this
is
No one needs to write my script on these issues. This is my
Well, this is
city.
the second
This is
time we've done
public
the same
comment.
thing.
This is public comment. The council doesn't have to comment here. The public comment is for
I
these
can't
folks to
believe
comment.
you'd ask that.
I can't believe you
I can write
put
my.
the blame off Councilman Souza for issues that's been going on way before his time.
Well, do a survey
I
and
mean,
see.
you're just as responsible for those things you just blamed him being a tax assessor.
Is
You're
there
an
a
elected official
motion to
too.
adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion.